Okay, yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Allan, this is my life in Taiwan. Thank you so much for being here today and choosing to watch this video, especially as I think today's video is going to be a little bit more on one of the serious kind of topics that I like to discuss. Now, recently I made a video talking about the levels of crime here in Taiwan and how it affects foreigners, and in that video I mentioned that foreigners are probably much more likely to be at risk from traffic accidents than they would be from criminals, and that sparked me into doing a little bit of research into the number of accidents, injuries and deaths on the roads here in Taiwan. And I would love to say that I was surprised by the figures when I read them, but unfortunately they just confirmed what I already knew, in that Taiwan's roads are much more dangerous than they should be. Deaths on the roads in Taiwan have been in the range of about 1,500 to 2,000 per year since 2009, with latest figures showing 1,849 deaths on the road in 2019. And although since 2009 this number had been on the decline, the number in 2019 actually saw a 23% increase over road deaths in 2018. And as well as those deaths, there are over 400,000 people injured on the roads every year. Therefore, comparing that with the 378 intentional homicides per year, you are statistically much more likely to be killed on the roads than you are to be killed by a criminal. But why? Why does Taiwan have such a poor traffic safety record? Well, there's a kind of online consensus that I've found of a holy trinity of three major reasons for the terrible safety levels on the roads here in Taiwan. Firstly, there's just too many vehicles on the road with not enough landmass in which to drive. Statistics show that there are 22 million vehicles on the road in Taiwan, 2/3 of which are scooters and the other third made up by trucks, cars and other vehicles. When you consider that the majority of Taiwan's landmass is mountainous and undrivable, that leaves a very small percentage of the country where people can actually drive, and unfortunately the vehicles on the road come into contact with each other and pedestrians much too often. The second reason of this holy trinity is quite simply a lack of driver skill. Taiwan's testing system is simply not up to scratch, and it's still possible for somebody to buy a 50cc scooter, take a 40-question online touchscreen test and be on the roads without ever actually having driven on public roads during training. And the tests for bigger scooters and cars still severely lack in real-world public road driving experience, meaning that many people get their first taste of real-world public road driving after they've been given a license. There's an online meme I've seen here that actually refers to the fact that Taiwan's driver's license is so easy to get, it can actually be exchanged for something as simple as a chicken's leg. And the third reason would be the poor road design in many areas. The speed at which Taiwan's economy developed over the past generation or two has meant that roads were often put in place out of necessity rather than focusing on safety. Therefore, you're going to see a lot of very confusing junctions, sometimes with red and green lights visible for oncoming drivers, lack of pedestrian sidewalks in many areas, pedestrian crossings where cars are turning with priority, not to mention the infamous but very contentious hook turn design, and many other weird and wonderful road designs that, when combined with the lack of driver skill, the high concentration of vehicles on the roads, just lead to these terrible numbers. And of course, there is one more very important factor when considering road safety in Taiwan, and that's drunk driving. It's still a huge problem here, and from what I can see online, 5% of all injuries on the roads are caused by drunk drivers, and a huge 20% of all fatalities are linked in some way to drink driving. And although the government is focused on fixing this with much heavier penalties, including the mention of a possible death penalty for anybody that kills somebody while drunk behind the wheel, there are still an alarmingly high 100,000 cases of drunk driving here in Taiwan every year. So there's some statistics and information on the topic, but as with all good investigative journalism, I've decided to invite along a special traffic correspondent. The expert on the topic, Prozzie, is here to help me discuss the situation.
Just meet me at the park at 3, okay?
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you too much, but we've got a quiz coming up for you later on Taiwan traffic, a very in-depth Taiwan-themed traffic quiz. But first, tell everybody a little bit about your traffic experience in Taiwan.
I was really surprised when I came to Taiwan because I thought I didn't know how different it would be for China, where I lived before, where I rode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been riding here pretty much every day for 4 years on my scooter. Quite a bit, like probably 40 kilometers a day.
Yeah. What would you say is the most dangerous thing about Taiwanese traffic?
I think it's just general behavior and lack of self-preservation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Some of the decision making just completely blows my mind. I don't understand it at all.
Now, I want to be very clear, we're not making light of anything here. There are some very serious traffic accidents that happen. So please forgive us, but I think it's much better for us to talk about it, and if we can raise the topic and get people to think a little bit more through a slightly more entertaining video, then why not?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for your quiz?
Sure am.
We're going to keep score in the corner down below because I don't want to have to think about it too much. But at the end of the video, I want you to comment what you think of Prozzie's Taiwan traffic knowledge, and does he pass or fail in your opinion? First round is just a straightforward true or false. There are 17 million registered scooters in Taiwan.
Really? No, false.
Oh, okay.
Because there's more scooters than people.
It's false, but there's actually 14 million scooters in Taiwan. You may be thinking of vehicles.
Okay, maybe vehicles. Still right.
The maximum sentence in Taiwan for causing death while drink driving is 10 years in prison.
Oh, surely it's more than that. False.
It's true.
What?
It's 10 years. They are looking to extend it to life in prison, and there's even talk of it being a possible death penalty offense.
Death penalty is a bit much. I don't know. I think 10 years is too low, but then again, you did take someone's life, so it's like eye for an eye.
Yeah. Elderly people over 65s made up 50% of victims killed in traffic accidents involving pedestrians.
It sounds false. 50% so high. But then again, I've seen some old people around here doing some pretty crazy shit. I'm gonna go ahead and say true.
It's false.
Damn it, I knew it.
But it's over 70%.
Oh my God.
But you're absolutely right. Yeah, the elderly people, for many different cultural reasons and of course physical reasons, they're much more susceptible to being in an accident as a pedestrian.
That is insane.
Yeah. The fine for not completing a hook turn is $900.
False. Because you told me yesterday.
Oh, did I tell you? I can't believe it. Yes, the fine is $600. I was caught out by a very confusing hook turn at a T-junction. It was really weird. But hands up, made a mistake, gonna pay the $600. Round number one over. Prozzie's score is in the box down below. Second round, these are driving test questions taken directly from the government website.
Can we just say that the English driving test for here in Taiwan makes no sense at all?
Yeah, it's lots of...
I can't speak for the Chinese one, I'm sure it's fine, but the ones in English are so oddly written.
There's lots of double, triple negatives.
Yeah,
Never should you not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see a car accident has taken place up ahead. Someone was hurt, but nobody is helping. I can see and hear the injured person screaming, but because I am in a hurry, I can't ignore him.
Oh, see, if I was Chinese, yeah, I'd get the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm.
For me, ethically, that's false.
I can't ignore him is false, so you should help them, yeah.
Yeah,
The
you
part
should
is-
help them, yeah.
Okay,
Right,
good.
right.
For the next 5, there's going to be a road sign or road instruction signal coming up,
Yeah.
and Prozzie has to choose from 1, 2, or 3. So here's question number 1. Does it
Yield,
say,
isn't it?
make full stop, then proceed, yield, or slow down?
Oh, maybe number 1, because that's a bit like yielding, right? But stop, you have to stop first.
Okay, final answer?
1.
Eh,
It's 2.
eh. What the? That's slow. It's man. I mean,
it?
that's man. Man line. What is the solid white line between the line at road edge and the lane line? Number 1, division line separating the fast vehicles and slow vehicles. Direction separation line, passing prohibition line.
I'm going to say the third one, but because none of them really sound like what that's actually for.
It's number 1. Division line separating the fast and slow vehicles.
Is it?
That's where the scooters go. You see, that's the
Oh,
road.
then it should say scooters.
Policeman with his arms outstretched in the picture.
He wants a hug.
He wants a hug. All vehicles must stop. Vehicles in front and behind must stop. Vehicles approaching from left and right may proceed. Or vehicles in front must stop.
2.
Oh yeah, well done.
Yes, 2. You just give them a gentle hug to show you're not a threat and then proceed.
Yeah. Now we come to the third round. I've got a selection of clips from traffic in Taiwan. It's going to pause, and then you've got a few seconds to try and explain what you think is going to happen. Okay? Number 1.
I think the guy's going to make a U-turn and someone's going to slam into him.
Okay, but who's going to make a U-turn?
The Honda CR-V.
Okay, let's see if you were right.
Oh my God.
Okay, so complete fail on that one, not even close. Second clip.
These oncoming scooters aren't going to see this dildo trying to go into the other lane, and they're all going to crash.
Okay.
All of them are going down.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Every single one of them. Look at this dildo. Oh, misses them completely. I was right though, quite a few of them went down.
Yes, and the reason I've included this one is because very often these accidents happen by somebody that doesn't actually end up getting hit. And I think from when we watch this clip on, they do stop, but quite often sometimes people just don't stop. Yep. Again, we're not laughing at the people being hurt, just the ridiculous of the situation, yeah. And the guy was got up and was okay. Next clip.
I don't know. Is she the petrol station attendant
Looks
woman?
like it, yeah.
Judging on how she got off that so clumsy, I don't think she's an experienced rider. So I wonder if her scooter's still on and she's trying to put gas in and she just, yanks on the throttle. I wonder. I don't know what else could happen here. Nothing seems to be wrong aside from her.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, into the cop. No!
Straight into a police car.
Oh no.
Okay, so doing pretty well so far. Into the last clip of this round and the final clip of the quiz.
This is a pretty poor quality. Is he over like a manhole, like a sewer?
It looks like he's doing some road works, yeah.
I guess he's gonna get hit because he's the only thing that's in this video.
Okay, let's see what happens to the road worker.
Oh, he falls in. That took me a long time. The guy's just like, oh shit.
I have no idea how deep that manhole is, but I hope that the guy was okay.
That's funny. That happens a lot too. Scooters are trying to go straight, the cars try to turn right.
Give Prozzie a score in the comment section down below of whether you think he passed or failed. Some sections were definitely better than others, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And please don't forget, Prozzie is on his charge to 100,000 subscribers. 102 in the last 28 days, I noticed on your other video.
Was it?
Yeah, please go check out Prozzie's channel and subscribe for a raw, uncut slice of Taiwanese life from a different point of view to what you might get from me. But I think it's time to say goodbye. Be safe on the roads. Don't forget to wear your helmet. Look out for each other. Be nice. God, I sound like Allan.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Justice for 96.
I'll see you next time in My Life in Taiwan. Peace. Bye-bye. What made you say that? Did you watch a documentary on it or something?